Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be showing you the Tecno Spark 7. Is this a good phone? Is it worth buying? So I've already got the phone out of the box. This is a Tecno Spark 7, and for starters, the design, it has a good design. Starting on the back, the cameras have a glassy finish, and the back has a matte finish. It's a plastic back, but it has a matte finish. So the phone from the back, it looks very nice. So a Tecno Spark 7, it comes in a very small box, but in the box you get a charger plus headset. So that's all you get. And as the phone is turning on, this phone is a small phone. It has a screen, its screen is 6.5 inches. That's big, but not as big as a Spark 7P. And let me quick start this phone. As I go through the process of quick starting this phone, let me tell you more about this phone. It has a water drop notch, so the notch is very small, and the bezel is quite reduced if I'm to compare with if I'm to compare with the Tecno Spark 4, I will say the bezel is quite thin, a little bit thin. And this phone is running Android version 11. So let me start the phone as I take you through what this phone packs. And so this is how the phone looks. So far it looks good, the presentation, and Tecno uses the HI launcher. This comes on top of the Android 11. So as Samsung uses the One UI launcher, uses One UI as an additional software to the Android that is baked in, Tecno uses HI launcher, which is baked in the Android that comes with the phone. So if I hop into settings, this phone so far, it has a nice screen, and the screen is 6.5 inches. That's quite big. So if I'm to show you about this phone, let me show you about this phone. This is a Spark 7, and it comes with, let the camera focus, it comes with 2 GB RAM and 32 GB storage. And the battery, it has 5000, so it has a big battery. That's a plus. And the camera has 16 megapixel dual camera, and that's the back camera. The front camera, the phone has 8 megapixels. This phone is running Android version 11. Also the screen, it has 720 by 1600 resolution, so it's quite a big screen. As you're streaming your movies, YouTube, it will work very well. So this is the storage. The phone has 2 GB and 2 GB RAM and 32 GB. That 32 GB comes with pre-installed apps. The system takes part of that storage, so you get around 24 GB that you will use to put your documents, your apps, your videos, things you'll use on the phone. So if I'm to show you this phone, its screen can become very bright. As you see, I'm maxing out the brightness. The screen can quite become very bright. And so far, the impressions, depending, this phone is not expensive. It's in a budget of $100. It's a $100 phone, so it costs around $100. For example, in my country, this phone costs around 360k. Yeah, around 360k. That's the cost of this phone, around $100. So $95 to $100. So, and this phone also has a dark mode. As you know, phones on starting phone, any phone with Android 11 will have dark mode. That's not a new feature anymore. As we know, even different apps can be put in dark mode. And if I'm to say this dark mode, it doesn't totally get dark like that of a Samsung phone. It's dark but not that dark. So if I'm to check the camera of this one, let me show you the camera of this one. So I'm going to take a picture. This is the back camera. So if I'm to focus, it takes time to focus on something, and this camera has an AI built in. As you see, it's trying to recognize what's in the background and saying text, since there is a text on the box, as you see. So this is a charger. I'm trying to take a photo of it, and as you see, it takes time to focus on. And the place I'm in, it has like harsh lighting, so this phone, it becomes hard for it to reduce the light when you're focusing on an object, but it takes quite decent photos. It has a time lapse and video, AI, beauty mode, also the panorama mode, but it doesn't have a pro mode like on the Samsung. It doesn't give you like more functions of the camera. You just use what they give you straight out. Let me say it's like kind of an iPhone. If you have a portrait, it's a portrait. You don't get the pro mode where you get to play with with settings. So these are photos I took, and this is the photos I took of the child. They are quite decent. So let me show you the front camera. Let me put on the front camera. So this is the front camera. It's also quite good. As you see, it's quite decent. You can take a good photo. Let me focus and take one photo, then we'll zoom in later to see how it comes out. So this phone, if I'm to give my opinion, it's quite a good, it's an average phone. A phone you can use. It also has 4G network. It's an average phone, and the downside on this phone, if I zoom in, you see it's quite a good phone. Yeah, it's quite a good photo. The downside on it, it has only one speaker. The earpiece works as the main speaker, so at the bottom this phone doesn't have any speaker, so it has only one loudspeaker. The earpiece works as the loudspeaker, so that's a downside. As you see, the flash, it's quite bright. It has a bright flash. It lights very well. But otherwise, the downside on this phone is it only has one speaker. So the earpiece works as the loudspeaker. But otherwise, the design, it's good. It's a small phone. It's not that huge. It has a fingerprint sensor, and the cameras are well placed. So generally, it's an average phone. It's a good phone, if I may say. If you're in that budget, you can get this phone. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and see you next time.